Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow host,
I'm Jack.
and we are discussing Christmas because this is our last Nerd Chat before Christmas. Yay! Uh,
Yay! Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
yeah, whatever you celebrate, hope you have a great one. Um, whether it be Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, uh, what other holidays are there? There's a lot. There's so many.
Diwali?
Is that around now? It might be.
I think so.
But yeah, there's so many, and it's like fair because this is a great season to have holidays, and everyone's celebrating holidays. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and whatever else you celebrate because it's great. Um, and yeah, we're gonna talk about Christmas movies because it's a fun little tradition every year to watch Christmas movies. Um, So yeah, like just for an example, I've only watched 3 Christmas movies this year, surprisingly. Um, we watched Ernest Saves Christmas, uh, Red One, and Klaus. So far, we're probably gonna watch a lot more, especially as we get closer to the holidays. Um, and yeah, I for one am really excited. It's fun. It's fun to watch Christmas movies. Just gather around the fire, cuddle up with a warm hot cocoa, and yeah. uh, but yeah, Christmas. So yeah, we've got so what Christmas movies have you watched this year so far?
As a family, we watched, of course, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
What's that?
What's that?
Yeah, I'm genuinely I've never heard that.
Oh my god, you're missing out
Uh,
on so much.
what it's called? What?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Gosh. Oh,
LA.
that thing. That one. Okay, yeah, I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about now.
It is so good, so funny.
That's
I don't
fun.
even know how to describe it.
Yeah. Um that there's so many Christmas movies. We have some that we watch pretty much every year. I love the Polar Express. Um
Yes.
Obviously Klaus is an insta classic. Like since it came out, I've watched it pretty much every year. Even if my parents didn't watch it because I just love it that much. It's such a good movie. And yeah, if you haven't watched Klaus yet, get on that. It's great. One of the best Christmas movies probably ever. Um, this was our first year watching Red One, which hasn't been out for too long, so that's not too surprising. Um, but part of the reason that we didn't watch it was because of the fact that it's got The Rock, and we don't really care about most of his movies. uh, I don't know. He's not a terrible actor. He's just not the best.
This is true.
But it was a good comedy, and we like good comedies. Um, but yeah, so that happened. Um, Obviously we've watched Gremlins, we've watched Christmas Story. I think I've only watched Christmas Story like 1 or 2 times comparatively, um, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not my cup of tea. And I know that everyone's like, "Oh, it's one of the best Christmas movies ever," and I'm like, "No, it really isn't."
It's a classic.
It's a classic, but it's not one of the best. Like if you want like all of the classics, like most of them are better. Um, like even Die Hard is a better Christmas movie, in my personal opinion.
I really have a special place in my heart for It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. You prefer the older one, correct? Or do you prefer?
There is only one.
There's two. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I was thinking Miracle on 34th Street, not Wonderful Life. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life is amazing.
Yes.
I,
Obviously. But I know that you. I was
I
thinking Miracle on 34th Street because you often will say that those are really good.
oh yes, they are incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't prefer the older one. I do love the older one,
Yeah.
the original. However, I do love the scene in the newer one, which I mean, newer is a long stretch, but
Yeah. Like that was when we were. When was that? Did that come out? When did that come out?
I think
Actually.
that was in the 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. Well, mid 90s, I should say, because it was 94. Um, so it was a few years before we were born. Um,
Yeah.
but
Um,
yeah,
it's really good. I really like the scene in when he's Santa Claus and this little girl. Uh,
yeah,
they meet him and the mom is like, "Oh, she's deaf and she just wants to see you." And Santa Claus whips out ASL and she's just thrilled because the cool thing about that is they were doing a real visit with Santa Claus for her and she did not know that he knew sign. And so that was a real surprise for her.
yeah. Uh,
The same with in the original when the little girl speaks only Dutch because she's just been a refugee
yeah,
and she does not know that Santa Claus speaks Dutch, and that's a real scene as well, which is really cool that they did that twice.
yeah. That is such. I we need me and my family need to watch the Miracle on 34th Street, the older one, because if I have watched it, I do not remember most of it. Because I've watched the newer one like a good dozen times because I love it. Um, I think it was actually you who told me about the older one, um, like a few years ago, because I didn't even know that there were two versions. Um, and I might have watched it. I think I might have watched it when it came out. When you told me about it, but yeah, so yeah, that it's fun. It's fun. These movies are fun. Um, you know what isn't fun though, or more, I'm just tired of how many there are. The Santa Claus. Why are there so many of those?
There's only three.
They made a series. They made a
Okay,
series,
the
dude.
series isn't good.
Like, why? Why did they make it? Like, it's the Santa Clauses or whatever bullshit it is. And it's got 2 seasons, and it's just like, why? Why the fuck are you making more of this movie? Or this movie has. There's 3 of these movies. The first one, fine. Second one, third one, what the fuck? And now you're making a series. It's just like, please stop. Please stop. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of it. Just please stop.
I like the original three. They're cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never liked the third one. I think the second one was okay. I think that there were problems with it. Um the first one was funny. The second one less funny. Um and then the third one I'm just like, this didn't need to happen. This really didn't need to happen. So, yeah. Um but yeah, there's a lot of really good Christmas movies. Frick. Okay, there we go. That stopped now. Oh, I'm trying to remember what some of my favorite. There's a lot of really good Netflix Christmas movies, surprisingly. Like obviously Klaus. Um, but I feel like there was another one that was really good. Um, that was specifically from Netflix. Besides Klaus, do you remember?
No, I don't. Honestly, I haven't watched most of the Netflix ones.
Yeah, I might be able to. Oh, Christmas Chronicles. That one was actually
I
kind
had
of
a
fun.
box.
You
I have
should.
not watched.
You should at some point. It's personally, I think the second one was not as good, but that's whatever. Um, and obviously, there's so many freaking Christmas carols. Like, which one is the best? It's just like comes down to
The
preference.
Muppets.
Muppets, yeah. Besides the Muppets, it comes down to preference. So, yeah.
I will
Um,
say I watched the 2009 one with my nibblings the other day.
which one was that? Was that the?
With Carrey.
Huh?
It's the one with Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one was fun. Um, there's so many of them though. It's the problem. Carol. Yeah, the a Disney Christmas Carol. Yeah, that was
Yes.
yeah, that one. Um, there's a 2019 one that is on the I think is that. Am I thinking right that that was Guillermo del Toro, or am I thinking wrong?
I do not remember a 2019 one.
Okay. No, well that's FX. Never mind. I feel like he did do one though. I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, there are so many of these freaking things. It's insane, and I think like a new one is made every single year. So, yeah. Personally, I think the best one is Scrooged.
Yes, that is an incredible telling of the Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's so good. I love it. It sat there, and my favorite entire thing is the Ghost of Christmas per past present, whatever one is the fairy,
yeah.
and she's just like, "Oh look, Frank, it's a toaster, Frank." Bam.
Oh my
She just beats her over the
gosh.
head with shit. It's so funny.
Yeah. There's so much fun stuff in these. It's great. It's great to see the like I'll say it, not every single one is great. And there's a reason that you don't watch every single one because otherwise you're just going to be like, "What the fuck is happening?" But yeah. I don't even know what Scrooged is on anymore because I don't think it's not on most of the things, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of concerned about watching any new Christmas movies this year because, like, you know, you know, there's a good chance that they're gonna be using fucking AI. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my concern. But yeah, what is that one that I'm thinking of? Jingle Jangle? Yeah, Jingle Jangle. Christmas Journey. That one. What? That one. Did you see that one? I think that was last year.
No.
So that was a Netflix show. Um, whoops. I don't want to play it. I want to look at the info. Thank you. That was no. That was 2020. Um, so that was basic. They did. There was some cool stuff with that. Um, was it the best? Was it the best? But I think yeah, it wasn't the best, but I would think that it was actually pretty good. And beyond that, I don't really have much else to say about it. Um, it had like a whole bunch of magic and stuff, and basically, the kid is like trying to find her dad and stuff like that. It's pretty standard Christmas shit. Oh, yeah, but yeah, um, there. Oh, I feel like there was some more. There was another one that was really that like pops in my mind. Um, So not a movie that I would actually say that I would suggest, but there is a short, I think is what it's called, and it's called, I think, Angela's Christmas. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
Okay. It's really short. It's like 30 minutes. But it's basically about this little girl who is pretty poor. Oh my gosh, they made a second one. Why did they make a second one? But it's basically about this girl who sees the baby Jesus in the church, laying in the manger, and she's just like, "No, I don't want to leave him in there. He looks all gold and shit." And she basically kidnaps baby Jesus out of the manger and gets in a whole bunch of trouble. It's so freaking weird. Um, Apparently they made a second one. I did not know that. But yeah, apparently they made a second one. I don't know when. When did they do this shit? That was in okay. So the second one was in 2020. When was the first one? Then I could have sworn that was early, that was more recent than that. Oh, that was 2018. Never mind. Okay, so that's not too bad. But it's like this little animated film, and it's so dumb and so short. I guess the second one was longer, but yeah, it's, it's a thing. It's a thing. I don't know why they did it, but they did. Um, but yeah, so that was one of that's one of the really good ones. I think that it's another thing that I find kind of interesting is that there's not really that if you think about like Christmas here in the States, there's like shit tons of Christmas stuff all over the place as soon as like November hits, right? But then you think about like in other countries, specifically like Japan. Japan is actually a really weird one. There is very little in Japan that they do for Christmas comparatively. Um, like maybe you're lucky every once in a while where a anime will have a Christmas special, but it's rare, especially for manga adaptations. In fact, I think of the of recent Christmas specials. I think the only one that I can remember is um, My Hero Academia. Was they had like a short little Christmas special. It was cute. Had a nice little song that I've listened to since. Um, but that's pretty much the only Christmas special that I've seen when it comes to anime. Until recently, because they recently there is an entire freaking anime that is about Christmas, and it's called Sanda, and it's absolutely freaking hilarious. It's basically about a kid who turns into Santa Claus.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's very weird. Um, it's very anime, and I think I told you a little bit about this because it does have a I believe that you said the term was an egg, someone who's like kind of realizing that they might be trans.
That's an egg.
Yeah. So there is a character like that who is just like uncertain, doesn't feel right about her body. I'm using her she her pronouns for her because at this point she hasn't transitioned, and she's not necessarily fully like it. It's not clear if she's going to transition yet. But yeah, there's a character who like talks a lot about how she in certain situations she feels like a boy, and a lot of stuff like that. Um, but it's also a very weird anime because it's one of the things that they want is that the bad guys want is that kids should not sleep. Um, it's
Okay.
bizarre. Basically, they're worried that if they sleep, they're gonna go through puberty. I'm not kidding. That is an actual thing they say. Um, and it is just absolutely bizarre. Um, and like one of the main characters, she which is the one that is an egg, um, likes to sleep and actually sleep, and is extremely tall because of that. Um, and the character who's in love with her like basically dramatically ages just from having one night of sleep, and it's just
Huh.
it's weird. It is a weird show. But at the same time, it's kind of hilarious. Basically, if the main character Santa wears red, he turns into Santa Claus, and he
Weird.
he turns into this buff Santa Claus. And like in the first few episodes, he's basically butt ass naked, um, just basically just wearing underwear, except for like in one episode where he goes full naked. Um, and then I think at the point that I'm at, he figures out how to basically have a Santa outfit. So early on, it's weird. It's really anime. Later on, it gets a little bit better, and it looks like it's going to be getting better and better as the series goes on. And I for one am really excited about it. It's such a fun, stupid series, and yeah. Let me see here. If I go to Prime, I want to see. Yeah. So, like, currently it has 12 episodes, which I think is the full amount that it's going to have. So, I think it just finished. It might have one more episode. I'm not 100% certain. I will go ahead and just make 100% certain on that. It will probably have another season, but yeah. Okay. Nope, it is going to have 12 episodes. Cool. So, I've watched through episode 6, and there are going to be a total of 12 episodes, and the last episode just came out yesterday. So, yay. But yeah, it's a weird show, but I think you would enjoy it. I think you would just burst into laughter. Basically, the way that he gets turned into Santa the first time is he gets stabbed by the egg.
Oh.
Basically, she is desperate for Santa Claus to come into the world, because her friend has been kidnapped. At least that's what she thinks. And yeah. Also, she looks like a freaking character from. Actually, a few characters look like they could be in Nightmare Before Christmas, and it wouldn't be weird at all.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's interesting. It has that style that is just like really Nightmare Before Christmas esque, while also being its own thing, and it's great. Um, like it's one of those things that I would say if that Santa were to would just feel like real Saint Nicholas, where he punched like a whole bunch of really shitty people. So yes, it is a battle anime, and it is very weird.
Interesting.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, we might as well talk about like some of the things that we have in our background briefly. Like, what is the best freaking Grinch movie? Well,
The original.
the original? Yeah, pretty much. I do think that the live action was decent. I think that it's not. I think it's grown on me, but it still doesn't beat the original cartoon. And I know that you're not too fond of the Element, or wait, no, not Element.
Illumination.
Illumination. Thank you, Illumination movie. Which, fair. I think they've done a good job with some of the movies that are based off the Dr. Seuss books, but that one wasn't as good in my which, yeah. I mean, you kind of with Grinch, you kind of have to deal with a lot of weird shit with that. So, yeah, it's whatever. Um, So yeah. Obviously, there's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which those are fun. Um, okay. What? Speaking of, have they ever made more than those the first two? Rudolph.
I don't think so.
Okay. And I don't even know where if that's on anything anymore. Like I have the we have the DVDs, so it's not like that weird. But yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, you know what is a really good movie? Another Arthur. I don't know if it's on anything. Arthur's Christmas. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That is
Arthur
surprising.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's surprisingly good.
It really is.
I'm not certain if it's on anything though.
It used to be on Netflix.
Yeah. Looks like it is on Tubi currently, which sucks. But yeah, it's jumped around a lot. It's one of those classics that just like doesn't seem to be sticking around in any spot for more than like a short amount of time. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere besides there. Which it probably is, like, you can purchase it or something on Prime or whatever. But, yeah, doesn't look like it's on any of the easy ones, which is fine. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing how various different people will take the Santa concept. Where some of them, it will be like, yeah, Santa does age, and then he dies, and then it gets passed on to different people. And other ones, he's an immortal being that has lived out hundreds of years and been Santa Claus since the beginning, which is insane. Because yeah, and some of them will do it with really interesting situations, like. For example, Ernest Saves Christmas, that is one where he passes it on because he's getting too old to do it anymore. In obviously the Santa Claus, you kill Santa, you become the new Santa Claus. I think that you can pass it on normally, is what it sounds like, based on the lore of what from what I've understood of that movie. But yeah, and then Arthur Christmas, it's a family line thing. What was the other one? There was another one as well that was like pretty where they where it was passed down familial. But
Wasn't that Klaus?
Klaus was different. Klaus is kind of this is the start of it, and then he he turns into a magical being that continues to deliver presents for the rest of time.
Ah, right.
So yeah, that was, and they at least that's the hint at what it is, because Klaus dies at the end of the movie, and then Jesper says, "Every Christmas I get to see my friend again." So yeah. So it is in a few places. It is definitely in a few places. Okay, but yeah, speaking of Arthur Christmas, it is on Prime, so if you do, yeah, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I feel like there was another one that was passed down by the family, but I can't remember. There's a lot of Christmas. There's a lot of Christmas movies, and yeah, there's some really fun stuff with it. Obviously, uh, some movies are better than others. That is just gonna be the way when there's movies made. Like, how many movies are there made every year? Like 20 Christmas
Oh,
movies a year.
oh yeah.
There's so many Christmas movies, it's insane. And I think it's been increasing, and it's probably gonna increase every year. But yeah, I've kind of got this thing where I'm just at this point I don't want to watch a Christmas movie that is new this year because it's a gamble on whether or not it's gonna be AI, and
Fair.
it probably will be AI, which is just not good. Um, But like there was a promotion on Disney for the new Jonas Brothers thing, and it's like, why are you doing this? Why are they doing that? Why are the Jonas Brothers coming back to make a fucking Christmas movie? I don't know. It's bizarre, and I don't know how good of a movie it is, but it's the Jonas Brothers. It's probably not that good, all things considered. Um, but yeah, but we can all agree that A Muppet's Christmas Carol is one of their best. Um, there's a few other Christmas movies though that are really good that were like specials. I'm trying to think of what some of them were. Uh, Obviously there's Nightmare Before Christmas that happens every year. Everyone has to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, Mickey has done like a whole shit ton of Christmas movies. Um, Big surprise there. Um, I feel like they've probably done one every single year for Mickey, but yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of something else. But oh, here's a thought. Do you think that every Christmas movie needs to have a little bit of horror in it for it to be a good Christmas movie? Oh, you got muted.
I'm what?
You were muted. What? So do you think that all Christmas movies need to be have a little bit of horror to be a really good Christmas movie?
No, I don't.
Okay. Fair enough. But there's a lot of Christmas movies that have like some really freaky parts if you think about it. Like every Christmas Carol obviously has the creepy one at the end. Um the Red One has some really creepy moments, especially with freaking um Krampus. Um there's a few. Um I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that are really uh, kind of freaky. I don't know. A lot. I feel like a lot of them have like a bit of freakiness in them, even if it's like very comedic and very funny. A lot of them have something in there that's just really creepy, and then a lot of them just yeah. Like if you, like think about Home Alone, like from the kid's perspective, great, lots of fun. If you look at it from the other perspective, oh, it's a horror movie.
Oh, true.
um, I mean, obviously he's having the time of his life. Home Alone needs help though. Holy crap! There's and there is no Home Alone 2 anymore. That's a bit mean, but I think it's fair. I think it's a fair statement to make. Um, but yeah. Um, I mean, and then like obviously the Santa Claus that has all of them. I think have a bit of horror in them, with the fact that obviously he killed Santa, and it's yeah. Um,
I mean, that was an accident.
that was an accident. Some of the later ones though got really creepy, and it was just like, yeah. And then like the way that they go about with him having to get his wife, it yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not that big of a fan of the Santa Claus movies. Period. Is just like it got worse. It got really bad and really creepy after a time. So
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't think that needs to be a thing ever again. Just saying. You can end Santa Claus now. That'd be great. Um, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of fun little Christmas ones. Um, oh, obviously there's the Nativity Story, which every Christian watches that at least once a year, maybe. Which
I don't think I ever have.
you've definitely watched it. We watched it as a church one time.
Oh.
So, I think they might have played it at least part of it for sure. I know that like some of the some families within our church were just every year you have to watch at least part of it, at least the last bit of it, where it's actually Christmas, where it's actually his birth and all that jazz. They oftentimes they will cut out when the kids are around. They often will cut out the beginning and then the end when when they're being hunted. But
Yeah.
when there are kids around, pretty much every single person does the birth scene and the follow up scene where they where all of the shepherds and wise men come, and then yeah. But yeah, everyone knows those scenes because it's everywhere. But then everything else is just like, whatever. But yeah. The Rankin Bass Christmas movies, though, we like there's so many of those, and I kind of forget about a lot of them because the only one that I usually think about is freaking Rudolph. All of the other ones I just like, oh yeah, they exist. Moving on. Like Santa Claus is coming to town. That was like I know it exists. I've seen it once. Never watched it since. I think was Frosty Rankin Bass?
I think so.
Okay. But yeah, so that exists. But yeah, Frosty the Snowman. I think should Rise of the Guardians be considered a Christmas movie? That's a question.
I was just thinking that.
Like
I honestly, maybe.
Maybe like Rise. It is a good movie. What is that on, anyways? I don't think it is. It on anything? Come on, let me search. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, should that be counted? That's a freaking.
It's more of an Easter movie.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's kind of weird though because it goes through like all of the holidays.
It does.
So like, because it ends on Christmas, right?
True.
I think that's where it ends. Well, apparently it's on Prime, but whatever. But yeah, there's the Easter stuff, Sandman. There's the Tooth Fairy, which is just bizarre. Like, sure, Jack Frost and Santa Claus are both Christmas figures. The Easter Bunny is obviously Easter, and then there's Sandman and the frickin' Tooth Fairy, which those two work year round.
True.
Like, yeah. And I think Sandman does like the most of all of them, probably.
Oh yeah.
And then their villain is the Nightmare guy, the Boogeyman. So,
Yes.
yeah, I don't
Played
know.
by one of my favorite actors ever, Jude Law.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He did.
Honestly, like most of the actors, I think did a good job. I always forget that it was Chris Pine who did Jack.
Yup.
That's an insane thing to think about. Um, and then obviously, the Easter Bunny is played by Hugh Jackman. Alec Baldwin played Santa Claus. Um,
It was a star-studded cast, I'll tell you that.
it really was. Um, like obviously Sandman doesn't talk. Um, and yeah. Um,
Who played the Tooth Fairy?
Isla Fisher. I don't know how her name is pronounced.
Isla.
Isla, thank you. But yeah, she did that. I don't even. There's other things I don't remember what all the things that she's done. She was in the Now You See Me series, I guess. But yeah. Is there anything that we recognize? Let's see. She's done a lot, but well, not a lot, but she's done a decent amount. But yeah, I don't know. Wait, why am I not seeing? I think of the main cast, she might be the least notable one.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree.
Because yeah, the rest are like Chris Pine, Jude Law, Hugh Jackman, Alec fucking Baldwin. It's like, yeah, you're gonna know most of those guys, and then she's just like, yeah, she's there. She did a good job. She's done like other things, but yeah, she's not as notable as like a lot of the other ones.
Yeah.
But and yeah, Jude Law playing as Pitch Black is just like, yeah, that's fair.
He does a really, really good job with that.
He does a really good job of playing villains, honestly. He really does.
This is true.
Like, if you think about like all the things, like he wasn't a bad guy per se in Skeleton Crew, but kind of,
Fair.
sorta. And then he also played he played a few. He's played a few other good guys.
Sky Captain.
Yeah, yeah, obviously that. He apparently he was Dumbledore in Fantastic Beasts, but who cares?
He was, yes.
I'm trying to remember some other ones that he did where he was like a really good. Oh, right, he was Watson in one of the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yes, he was.
Okay, so yeah, he's done a few different things, to say the least, that were really good. But yeah, he's prolific. When it comes, especially when he does villains, it's just wow. But yeah. So yeah, that's that. And then yeah. Yeah, I can't really think of any other Christmas movies I want to discuss. Can you, or?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I think we've discussed it pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, we have. But yeah, this has been this is the last nerd chat before Christmas. In fact, this is the last content you will probably see before Christmas. I mean, there might be something that we do. We might do something fun, maybe like on Christmas Eve or some shit. I don't know. It's probably something short if we do anything, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The next nerd chat will be the next piece of content for sure. For most likely will be another nerd chat right before New Year's Eve, um, which I think that'll probably be just a standard one, and then we might do something special for the New Year, even if it's just like a pre-recorded thing. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say.
Me too.
So, yeah, hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. Um, and yeah, next time we will see you guys in the next one. But on.